Shalom, shalom, giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rahah, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who teach this truth and rule well. Shalom to the elect. All right, I'm just coming real quick. You know, I'm on a job site. But you know, you hear these damn devils, man. You hear these devils talking about the shit going on in LA. You know. And they're like, well, you know, we should just send them all back to Mexico. Blah, 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 right? Got these illegals out here riding. I'm like, bro, you know, the illegals ain't the ones out there riding. Them is citizens. You got a bunch of motherfuckers, you know, so-called white people. I ain't telling so-called white people because these motherfuckers are Edomite. But I'm like, you know, just kind of picking his brain about this shit a little bit, just listening to what he's saying. I'm like, man, I mean, it was a bunch of white people too out there, and you know, and people that was born here out there. And he's like, well, yeah, send them to fucking Mexico too. Blah 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 blah. You know, fuck, I like it here. Blah blah blah. You know, just you know how they do. You know, but they will justify coming here and stealing this land, because I had mentioned, I'm like, well, you know, this was Mexico. This was the native lands too. You know, just, you know, offhand they mentioned some of the stuff, and their replies, so what? It's not now. I'm like, okay, you know, so they justify all that shit, and it's all good in their eyes, you know. For all the wickedness that they've done, okay. And I'm not justifying any of the rioting and shit like that, because you know that's all playing right into Esau's plan. But let me go ahead and read this. Woe to them that devise iniquity. This is Micah 2:1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. So you know, destruction to these wicked devils who come up with these plans and ways to oppress Jake and everything else, you know. And you best believe that all this rioting and shit that's going on out there is really all part of the plan of this devil, okay. And so and it's all playing into part so he could come in and implement more control. All right, problem, reaction, solution. Just like how this devil operates. All right, and they when the morning is light, they practice it because it's in the power of their hand. You know, it's in the power of this devil's hand to do these things. Okay, because you know the earth was given to the hands of the wicked. Job 9:24. All right, so you know this is this devil's kingdom for now. Okay, so he's got all the power, man. He can move in the military and do whatever they want. All right, they can start kidnapping Jake off the streets. They can do all these different things, but it's only because the Lord Yahweh Bashem Shai gave them, you know, rulership over this kingdom for the time being. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. All right, so you know that's you know touching on the thing that the dude was saying is it's not their land now. Yeah, because you fucking devils who came in here and tried to obliterate our people, man. The so-called natives, the so-called Mexicans, you know, because that's who the true Israelites are, is the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Okay, those are the true Israelite people. All right, and the fucking devils come over here, you know. And has slaughtered our people and stolen their lands and oppressed our people, all right, and beat our heritage out of us, man. Beat, you know, and told us we were scum, okay. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Bashem Shai, who is Yahweh Bashem Shai. Yahweh is the name of the true power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob in the Paleo Hebrew. Okay, who the world ignorantly calls God. His name is Yahweh. Okay, Bahasham means in the name. Yahweh Shai is the name of the only begotten Son. Okay, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. His name is Yahweh Shai. All right. So it said, therefore thus saith the Lord Yahweh Bashem Al Shai, behold, against his family do I devise an evil from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go heartily, for this time is evil. Okay, and I'm just go ahead and cut it off right there. But Yahweh Bashem Al Shai, he's going to destroy these people, man. These wicked devils, these Edomites. These Edomites are the so-called white people, right? Okay, the descendants of Esau. All right, and mind you, this dude, he appears to be a white dude. One thing I remembered he said was, he said, "I'm Mexican." I said, "Bro, you ain't Mexican, bro." And he said, "Yeah." He said, "I'm Spanish. I'm Spanish," and I'm like, "Bro, that's fucking European. You ain't no fucking Mexican. You ain't Mexican, bro. Like, what you mean?" He said, "Oh yeah, I'm Spanish and German." I said, "Yeah, that's what I thought." Right, but anyway, man, these devils is gonna get taken care of. Lord Yahweh Bashem Al Shai, he's gonna rise up to the prey. He's gonna destroy these people by nuclear fire. Okay, and 2/3 of our people. Okay, and to the elect out there, to our people, we know that through the power of Yahweh Bashem Al Shai, you ultimately will repent. Okay, we know all Israel will be saved. But if you hearing the words out there, man, you need to follow after the Lord Yahweh Bashem Al Shai with all you got. Okay, all right. So hey, all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakach Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach this truth and rule well. Shalom to the elect and Abba Babal.